Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Today we are going to continue lesson 3 and lesson 4 in our curriculum. So lesson 3 is using online collaboration tools. Previously we have talked about the collaboration tools and how to deal with online systems. So today we are going to talk about how to use the online collaboration tools. So in this section we will understand how to use online storage, how to use common productivity applications, how to use online calendars, how to identify social media tools, how to use online meeting tools, and how to understand the access for online learning environments. So let's start. So how to understand and use online storage. So online storage, as you all know, is very useful nowadays. Everyone is storing their data online. So the concept of online storage is a web-based file hosting service. It is also referred to as cloud storage and online file storage provider or cyber locker. So these are basically what we have. In the university we have OneDrive, which gives you around 1 terabytes of online storage. So this allows you to upload your files that could be accessed over the internet from different from anywhere in the world using different components such as a laptop, a tablet, or a smartphone. You can access your information. So some common examples are Scribd, DocStore, Google Docs, and Issue are examples of document sharing services. These services allow the users to share and collaborate the documents. So we need to know these examples. We can save the document files such as PDF, word processing documents, spreadsheets, and any other storage. So most of the time now we are using OneDrive from the university, or we use Google Drive. Some people still use Dropbox, others use Scribd, DocStore, or Issue. These are different types of storage. So some limitations are the size limit. Size limit, if you don't have a subscription, Google Drive will give you 5 gigabyte, but with subscription you get more. iCloud is the same idea. When you buy a new phone, they will give you 5 gigabyte, but if you want more storage you have to pay for it. So certain online storage services offer space on per gigabyte basis. This may include the bandwidth cost component, and these are typically charged monthly or yearly. So you can pay the subscription and everything should be fine. There are also hosting services that do not place any limit on the account space. Some may require software download, which make the files available on the computer, and others may not require the software. You can use them through the browser. Many users have started using their web mail service as an online drive, as they now offer increased box space. So again, the university will give you around 1 terabyte of storage. Google Drive will give you 5 gigabytes. You can use them and you can store your files instead of using a flash memory. Time limit and connectivity. Some online storage offer services based on time trial. Usually the time expires, user will no longer have access to their storage. Connectivity. With extensive high-speed internet services, you need very high speed internet and to be reliable 100%. Nowadays connectivity is not a big issue, as most of the people, they have internet at home and there is no issue with that. There are sometimes the servers are down from the weather or from the internet service provider, so you will not have access to your files, so it's better to have always a backup. Sharing restrictions. A wireless local area network links two or more devices using some wireless distribution method, and usually providing a connectivity through the access point to their web to the wider internet. This gives the users the mobility to move around within the local coverage. Security. For sensitive data, online storage can pose a security threat when someone has access to your data. there is always the chance for abuse of the access, so you need to be very careful when you deal with that. So again, once more, when we have steps, we don't steps are not included. So I will go immediately to the next concept, which is some common productivity applications. Nowadays, a variety of web apps such as word processing, spreadsheets, and presentation software can be accessed through the browser. You can access Google Docs or Microsoft through online. So both Google and Microsoft are the two big players providing browser-based environments. So OneDrive will let you access your web versions of Microsoft famous suite, and Google Docs will give you the access for Google Documents, which is similar to Microsoft Office. Features of web-based productivity applications: multiple users can edit the files at the same time, and it allows file sharing. So the features of web-based productivity applications are multiple users can update their files in real time, and they allow sharing of the files. Then we are going to go for what is sharing. Basically, sharing a file or folder can be shared to allow the users to view, edit, or own them. This service, or this saves having to send different versions of the document and allow the workers to have a coherent tracking system, which is very important when it comes to working in collaboration. What do we mean by versions? Versions basically, when you edit a document, on Microsoft Word or Google Docs, every time the document is accessed by someone and an editing is done, a new version is created. So you can access old versions if you like. You may wish to recover older versions of your files should considerable work be done on that and may be correct or need to check again from previous work. This is done by using the version option. Now we have the calendar. As you all know, in the beginning of the semester I created a calendar for the class, and everyone can have a notification on the calendar. So online calendars are very important. Online calendars can help you organize meetings and many other events. So online calendars allow you to keep track of your events and activities. You can let others see your calendar and view your schedule, which is very important. Everyone will know when you are doing something. So here are the steps how to create an online calendar event and how to invite people to the calendar and to make sure that the calendar is sending notifications for everyone. Now the third topic we are going to talk about is the identification and use of social media tools. Now, social media tools now is a big player. Nowadays, I think this document is quite old. We all have the social media networks such as Facebook. Nowadays, there are many other social networks such as Instagram, Snapchat, and many others. So a social media is a platform to build a network or relations among people, for example, within a common interest and activities, backgrounds, or real-life connections. We have something called wikis, such as Wikipedia. These are websites that allow the users to add and modify or delete content from the web browser, usually using to simplified markup language enriched editor. So example is Wikipedia, which has a lot of information, but Wikipedia is built from users, so you cannot depend on Wikipedia all the time as your source. Forums and groups, online discussions and sites of common interest. So you can have a forum for this class or a group or a WhatsApp. I know there's a WhatsApp chat for this class. So these are such forms of collaboration. These collaborations help to discuss issues regarding a certain topic. Blogs, a website on which an individual or a group of users record their opinions and information. So blogs are very important. So you have Blogger or WordPress as examples of blogs. Microblogs such as Twitter and Threads. So a broadcast medium in form of a blogging with typically smaller content. And finally, which we all know, is YouTube or content communities, which allow the users to share online multimedia and materials. So basically you need to know what's an example of a social media: a wiki, a group forum, a blog, a microblog, and content communities. So here are the steps how to create an account on Facebook, and I think all of you know how to do that and how to manage the security on your accounts, but nevertheless you can access them from here. And here how you can post a picture or something on Facebook. So posting is one of the most popular features on Facebook, which allows users to share updates and from their lives through the text or media. Users can also post links, articles, videos, as well as query features such as emojis and reactions on Facebook. And here are the steps how to do posting on Facebook. How to remove a post. Here are the steps how to use Wiki. So as mentioned previously, Wiki is a website which allows users to add, modify, or delete contents using rich text editor. You can create your wiki account, your wikis on certain sites as well, and edit the pages that have been already created. So here are the steps how to create a wiki account. Then we have the online meeting tools, and after the coronavirus, as you all know, we have after the coronavirus, as you all know, online meetings have become more and more increasingly common, and this class is done online, so you can connect and understand when we talk about online meeting tools. So online meeting tools are very important. Before corona, online meetings were not very popular, but after this pandemic, it seems that the world understood the importance of online learning and online communication, and one of the most important methods is the online meeting tools. So online meeting tools play a significant role in modern day business, providing companies with a variety of options for planning, carrying out meetings over the internet. Online meeting platforms such as AnyMeeting is a popular one. Nowadays, you all know that Zoom and MS Teams are the bigger players. AnyMeeting is just one example of them. So AnyMeeting is an example. Here's how to create an AnyMeeting tool and the steps how to create the tool, how to schedule the meeting, and how to send the invitation to all the users. What do we mean by meeting invitation? Once a meeting has been created, it is time to invite the participants. We need to invite the people to this meeting. You can also remove the participants after they have been invited if they were mistakenly added or no longer needed in the meeting. This is all done through AnyMeeting option on in the window screen. So here you can see you can put the attendees who can present, and you can send a message here telling people what they want to do. So an example, here are the attendees who can do the meeting, and then we have the invitation, and send the invitation for everyone. So when meeting invites are sent out, participants will receive an email containing a link for the meeting. If they have been sent an invitation to a meeting, you need to understand how to accept the invitation. So here's how to accept an invitation to a meeting. It's quite simple and straightforward. I think all of you will know how to do that. And how to use the chat feature. You know how to use the chat feature in our meetings. Sometimes because of the large number of students, we limit the microphones and cameras, so students can use the chat option to talk to the presenters. Now, how to understand and access online learning environments. Online learning environments, we are using in our university the LMS or Learning Management System from Moodle. So it's an example of online learning environment. So an online learning environment can be described as a virtual classroom that offers students and teachers opportunities to access. So it offers both students and teachers opportunities to interact with instructional materials, interaction, and events normally encountered in real classroom settings. So basically, this is the importance of online learning environments. So the features of a typical online learning environment are course notes, resources, calendars, activities such as quizzes, assignments, and journals. So these are the activities. Of course, you have an email along with it. So an online course should offer as much support as possible in the form of the resources that will help the learner to achieve the objectives and complete the assignment successfully. So basically, an online course needs more work than a normal course because the instructor needs to provide all the necessary information for the users. So the facilitator can provide resources. The facilitator can provide the resources